Hello, everybody, and welcome to the event review for the upcoming event Idle Heroes. This will be for the week of September the 20th, 2024. And this week we have the new hero by the name of Williams. I don't know why they don't call him William, but he is Williams. He is an Abyss hero. I haven't honestly looked at his stats that much, but there's other people doing reviews of him, so I'll let them take care of that. What I'm going to focus on is, of course, the event, and as with any new hero, it is a summoning event, so you get your scrolls and gems. He is the up hero on this, so if you do your summons, you're more likely to get copies of him. Every 400 summons, every loop at 400 summons, you get a copy. And of course, Palace of Eternity and Palace of Crystal cover him as well. But despite us just coming out of Mid-Autumn Festival, we do have a reasonably big event this week. Not as big as Mid-Autumn, but still not small. The Reverie is back, and they've actually made it even better than last time. And if you remember last time, it was a couple of months ago now, I made a video saying that I was surprised at how the Reverie was actually good, but it's gotten even better. So basically, the Reverie pool, previously it had all these things, but it also had gems. And because you can only remove 10 of these things, when there were 13 that left, you with only being able to pick at least 3 you had to pick of the things. So you couldn't just focus on the one thing you wanted, you had to pick at least 3 things you wanted. This time you can cut it down to 2, and gems, being probably the lowest value reward of the bunch, are out. So that's a free exclusion. The tickets you get are all inherently more valuable because you're not pulling gems, you're pulling the good stuff. And the other thing to note is last time you could get a maximum of 45 Reverie keys. This time it's a maximum of 50. And I won't go through all the math again. I will link the video from last time. But in short, because you're pulling out the rewards you don't want, you say, okay, I don't care much about Master Toolboxes. I'm going to take 2 hits of Master Toolbox and remove them from the pool. The more keys you have, any later keys, you've already removed the stuff you don't want from the pool. You've already gotten your 2 Master Toolbox. You've already gotten your 2 loads of Spiritual Essence or whatever. So they're out of the pool. Those last keys are focused on the things you actually want. So if you want Destiny materials, you can say, these are the 10 items I'm going to exclude. I'm just going to keep these 2. And then any late tickets are guaranteed to give you Destiny materials. So for players who are maybe mid-spenders and have been looking for ways to get Destiny materials without having to get, 60 gold coins spent in an event before you can even start, this might be a decent choice for you. And basically, yeah, the way this works is it isn't quite like last time. Last time, the garden party was 3 separate packs you'd buy. I think it was 30, 70, and 100. This time, it's based on a relay. We'll get to the relay in a second, but basically, it's a little bit cheaper than last time. And otherwise, it works fairly similarly. The last one was an orb event, and this one's a scroll event, but the basic idea is similar. There's 20 levels. Each level, you get some scrolls back for using your scrolls. Basically the same as the current week, really. But the top rewards, instead of getting the Destiny materials in larger numbers, you're getting less of them. But you are also getting these... actually, I'm not even sure you're getting less of them. 20, 40 of them. Yeah, no, actually, you are getting the same number of Destiny materials as you are in the live event. This is actually pretty good. So you're getting your Reverie keys and you're getting this. Good to know. Yeah, the previous ones, there's only been one of these chests. This time it's 2. So these chests have like 30,000 Spirit Vein or 3/4 of an Aurora Gem. And yeah, so this is essentially 6 top rewards worth, if you get all 20 levels of this, 6 top rewards worth of Destiny materials if you use your 2,000 scrolls. Now, 2,000 scrolls is a lot, so only do this if you've got the scrolls to back it up. But this is not bad. Flash Exchange for Alakita and Natalie, who are at least 2 reasonably good heroes. And then, yeah, the relay package is the other big part of this. So basically, the relay package as a whole is $232, but this last level is $100, and honestly, the 5 keys here are nice because those are your last 5 keys that get you to 50, and at that point, your list is very well filtered down to the things you want. And an Origin Artifact's not bad, but... It's $100 for $100 for Prism Starry Gems, so if you're buying Starry Gems anyway, then sure, I guess. But I'm not totally sold on the value of this. But it's still not bad value overall. It basically, it's $132 to get to here, which is that flower, and that flower to unlock all 3 of these reward tiers. So $132. And basically the way this works is you get 5 keys for doing your scrolls free to play. You get 20 keys for doing your scrolls with that $132 tier unlocked. So that's 25 total. You then get 1 key for every $10 you spend, up to 200. So that gets you up to 45 total keys if you spend $200. And the last 5 are at the top level of the relay. So if you spend $232 total, that maxes out the relay, and that gets you, that's more than 200, so you get your 20 keys for VIP. You get the 5 from the relay, you get your 25 for opening your scrolls, so that's your 50. Yeah, it's not the cheapest event. And if you've already spent on Mid-Autumn, I don't think this one is... You have to be a pretty big whale to want to spend on this one as well. But it is... If you haven't spent already, this one is actually more competitive than I was expecting. Because we've had a lot of really good orb events lately, a lot of people may be tight on orbs. Or you may... I think basically to boil it down... Mid-Autumn is better if you can throw some Contract Starry Gems into the mix. If you want to buy some CSG value packs, Mid-Autumn is actually a very nice event. But CSGs are getting a little more expensive as the auction house changes, as they do more of those anti-botting measures like locked Awakening Stones and such. The auction house is getting a little more expensive, so Contract Starry Gems are getting more expensive. And therefore, people might not have as many. If you've got a lot of scrolls, say your anniversary 800 scrolls are still kicking around, you got a few others, this one might be the better choice for you. The relay is reasonable. You get basically the same amount of Prism Starry Gems you'd get from spending money on PSG packs. But you get all the other stuff as well. And again, you can get a lot of Destiny materials. Basically, if you work it out, if you decide to only keep 2 things in the pool, the 2 things you keep, you're going to get basically 3 top rewards of each. So if you choose to max out this event and keep the 2 Destiny materials for sake of argument, you're going to get roughly, there is RNG, but you're going to get roughly 3 lots of Starvane. You're going to get roughly 3 lots of Aurora Gems. Plus you're going to get 6 more lots combined here. 12 top rewards of Destiny materials. That's pretty good. For people who need a lot of Destiny materials, and I'm not personally there, but for people who need a lot of Destiny materials, that is actually not bad at all. So yeah, that's the bulk of the event. There's also the Awakening card is back. Buy it if you like it. I don't personally, but some people do like it. It's a reasonable buy. And the value packs are here with scrolls and train tickets and gems and these keys for the palaces. They don't really feed into the event at all, so I wouldn't go too crazy on these. If you're like 100 scrolls short of being able to complete the event, but otherwise want to, then sure, buy a value pack. But otherwise, I probably wouldn't do too much with the value packs. The interesting part this week is the Reverie, and they keep making the Reverie better. Like the first time it came out, I was livid at it, if for those of you who've been watching my channel that long. But the more of these I see, the more I like it. And if you hear my cat screaming in the background, I have already fed him. I don't know why he's screaming at me. Yeah. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say for this one. I'll link everything down in the description and talk to you next week. Thanks. Bye.